Welcome, everyone. I have an idea. Now, those words usually strike fear into my husband's heart because they often mean that I'm going to ask him to do something, probably something odd or difficult. That's not the case this time. He's already done his part. He gave me for Christmas this deck, First Aid for Broken Hearts Tarot. Written and illustrated by Nonara from Scribe Publishing. I have never used any of the cards that she has done before. I saw these on another YouTube video and was intrigued by the messages that are written at the bottom of each card. What I thought I would do is a 12-month reading for 2026. That is, drawing one card for each month and see what the message is for that month. Now, as usual, this is all for entertainment purposes only. Any resulting enlightenment is purely coincidental and unintentional. And of course, this is going to help me learn how to use this deck and get to know it better. So if you want to come along on that journey, please stay tuned. Now, as I was shuffling, this card jumped out. It is the Empress. The message here is trust your sacred intuition, nurture unconditional love. And my instinct is that this is the card for the overall energy of the upcoming year. Pretty good, right? I could spend a lot of time trusting my intuition. Nurturing unconditional love is sometimes a little bit harder, but it's always a good thing. So, I tried to adjust my camera to get more than 3 cards in the shot, but it just wasn't going to work. So we're going to start with the first 3 months of 2026. Here's January. This one wants to be February. Oh, looks like the same person. March, let's see. And for March. So for January, it's the Emperor card. Interesting, because we had the Empress. Oops, I have her up here. Remember, we had the Empress as the overall energy of the year, so we start off on the right foot, I would think. The message is your authority grows when power emerges from discipline. Okay. I would add a caveat. Power emerging from discipline. Don't make unrealistic New Year's resolutions about going to the gym or exercising and then thinking it's discipline to overdo. But discipline maybe as in a regular practice. Perhaps it is developing your intuition, as the Empress card suggests that we should do. So the Emperor is the card for January. The Prince of Pentacles is the card for February. Oh, look, and here we go. Discipline again. Discipline builds a solid foundation. Faith grows with evidence. Interesting. So these first 2 months really are about sticking to a discipline that makes you feel like you're making progress. I won't say makes you feel like you're making progress, shows that you are making progress. But it seems that a regular schedule for something, for nurturing progress toward the goals that you have set. Then, so that's January, February, March, we have the Four of Swords. Give yourself a blessing of calmness for renewal. So it sounds like the first 2 months are going to be really busy, working toward goals, but then March we get a break. And isn't it interesting? I know some schools have spring break in March. So whether you have something scheduled for March or April, take a little rest, take some time to enjoy a blessing of calmness for renewal. Okay, that's January, February, and March. Let's go on. April. May. This one wants to be June. All right. April, the Three of Pentacles. Form a conscious alliance. Offer your solidarity. All right. Being with other people, forming a plan, joining together for a common goal. Interesting. Probably some opportunities will show up in April for making alliances. May, the Ten of Wands. Release excessive responsibilities. Reunite with what truly matters. Is there anything else I can say about that? Reevaluate. Are you wasting time on something? May will be a good month to give those things up and focus. I would say turn inward first to decide what matters most to you, and then devote your outward attention to those things. June, we have Queen of Swords. You cultivate resilience, lead with grace and assurance. That suggests that there might be some difficulties that we need to develop resilience from. Use it as an opportunity. Use it as an opportunity. Lead with grace and assurance. I would also say lead by your example. Your resilient example. Okay, that's April, May, and June. Which one? This one. July. August. September. July, the Princess of Cups. Let serendipity surprise you. Messages are on their way. Oh, okay. Well, it sounds like July is going to bring us some very lighthearted energy. Messages can be good, bad, or indifferent. But with that lighthearted energy, I'm going to think there could be more good than bad. August is the Three of Swords. Release grief from disruption. Open wounds are to be healed. And this feels to me very much about facing the areas where we are wounded and not just toughing through things. So August might be a difficult emotional month, but it's what needs to come out, so it can be healed. What do you need to do to heal those emotional wounds? I mean, physical too, but grief. It's talking about grief. So I think the wounds are going to be emotional, that come to the surface, might surprise us, but we need to heal them. Sometimes that will mean taking steps in the material world. It could be ending relationships, or moving, or what really is coming to my mind is questioning and deconstructing any harmful religious beliefs and practices. So be gentle with yourself, but honest with yourself in August. September, King of Swords. Speak up in courageous endeavors for the unwavering truth. Again, here's one I don't feel there's much to say about. Find your voice. Find your courage. Find your truth. And let it be known. All right. July, August, September. So we're going on to the last three of 2026. And there is October. November. Oops. And since this one fell, it must be December. Okay, wow. October, the Eight of Cups. Excuse me, the Seven of Cups. Illusion obscures reality. Open your eyes to see a new pathway. I guess don't believe everything you hear in October. It may require some searching to get to the truth or to reality, but yeah. And I'm thinking of October. You know, we have Halloween where people are dressing in disguises, dressing in costume. And this feels very appropriate to that kind of energy. It's like, let's see through the disguises, see through the costumes. If something seems too good to be true, it probably is. So be extremely discerning in October. November, we have the Ten of Pentacles. Stoic strategies protect your thriving legacy. Well, I'm going to say November holiday time starts. Shopping starts for the Christmas and Yule and other holidays coming up, including my birthday. But it looks like November is going to be skimpy as far as finances go. Yeah. Don't overspend. Really, this is warning about overspending. Or doing things that could harm your stability. Stability there. That feels like a big theme for November. It's going to have to be very down to earth, very practical. And I don't mean don't have fun. Just don't spend a lot of money or do risky, stupid things. It's good advice anytime, but especially in November. But look at December. We have the World. The World card, I know, often signifies endings and beginnings, and so here it is at the end of 2026. And the message says, orchestrate your next chorus. The completion is glorious. So whatever deprivation, that's not exactly the right word, but I'm having a senior moment. Sorry, I can't come up with the right word, but the dealing with less, making do with less in November is going to pay off in December. And we'll be looking forward. We'll have something to look forward to in 2027. And remember, overall, we have the Empress and the advice to trust your sacred intuition, nurture unconditional love. And with that, I send out much unconditional love from my heart chakra to yours, and even to the people who don't seem to deserve it. But that would be putting conditions on things. So thanks for joining me as I'm learning how to use this amazing deck of cards. If you want a personal reading from me, I am available. Contact me at otherwisewomanccp@gmail.com. Okay, have a glorious 2026, and I'll be back with a moon cycle reading. I think the 3rd of January is when we have our full moon. Okay. Goodbye. I will speak with you later.